Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please look right into this light and forget all about last season.
They're back all right, the men in black and blue.
Only thing I want to prove is to win.
In the offseason, new GM Dan Morgan went looking for the best of the best.
I think we're headed in a good direction.
Now he's surrounded by a number of new faces, including a first-year head coach and a revamped offensive line, protecting their star quarterback from space invaders.
I know he's on a mission. I know he's committed to being great.
But don't fear him, cheer him. And do it tonight as the Panthers play in their first preseason game against the Patriots.
It's a close encounter with us. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now.
One joint practice.
I liked how competitive we were.
That's all it took for tempers to flare between the Panthers and the Jets.
It sends a message that I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Terrace Marshall brought the fight Thursday.
It was just in a moment, excitement, I'll leave everything out on the field.
And he might need to bring more today in Carolina's second exhibition, considering there are roster spots on the line.
I respect it.
It's a rumble of a different kind between Carolina and Gang Green. Put them up.
We want to make big plays and give the opponent nothing.
Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. It was a journey that began last January.
We are here today to share how the Carolina Panthers are moving forward.
Little by little, the pieces came together, and now they've come to Buffalo.
A lot of guys know how important this game is.
It's the final preseason game for Carolina. Granted, it doesn't count, but the Panthers understand now more than ever they have to make it count, and they've got to do it. This is the last dress rehearsal, the last chance to show themselves and the league just how far they've come.
Kind of just at the end told them, guys, you're ready.
Oh yeah, there's no time like the present. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. To survive in their natural habitat, a panther can't get by on strength alone. It must thrive on the element of surprise. And on the football field today, it's the same way for these Panthers.
Absolutely. There's elements on both sides.
Carolina may be coming off a 2-win season, but now they got a new coach, new players, and a new attitude.
I think a fresh start. For us to go out here and show what this team does.
They're lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce on New Orleans.
Young fires to the end zone, touchdown!
It's the season opener, and no surprise here. Black and Blue Kickoff Live is back. This past week, the hits kept on coming for Carolina.
It's a big loss, losing Derrick Brown. He's one of the best D tackles in this league.
But while the Panthers' star defender may be lost for the season, the same can't be said for the rest of the squad.
We are here today, and we're looking forward to this next challenge.
This time, Carolina is home, and they insist this time will be different.
We're going to find out what guys are made of this weekend. Who's going to step up?
Wonder no more. Carolina's ready. The bank is ready. And oh yeah, we're ready too. That's called electricity, folks, and it is not the Chargers. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. It seems only appropriate that with the Panthers in Las Vegas, Dave Canales knew when to fold them.
This is my decision. This is trying to win.
Rather than double down this week and stay with number 9, Carolina's head coach decided on a new card for today's game with the Raiders. And he's hoping this one's a winner.
Dalton lays it out there, wide open, touchdown, Carolina!
Luck being Andy today?
When opportunities are there, I think we need to take our chances, take our shots.
We'll find out as the Panthers are putting it all on 14 red.
We'll attack the Raiders. We'll attack this week.
Let's roll the dice. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. One man's forgotten stuff is another person's treasure. Turns out it's as true in the NFL as it is in life. Take the case of Andy Dalton. Once buried by the Cincinnati Bengals, the Red Rifle has emerged as potentially the answer to all of Carolina's problems.
Hubbard bangs his way in, touchdown!
Now Dalton looks for his revenge, all while leading his rejuvenated Panthers to a second straight win.
You got to enjoy it.
He's back, Cincinnati.
On to the next.
Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. Chicago, the second city as it's known, gives Carolina a second chance at dealing with a grisly opponent.
And he's in.
Yeah, we know. The trade of all trades is still looming on everyone's mind.
There's your new hopes and dreams.
The Panthers are laser focused this week on becoming kings of the Midway.
It's all the same stuff. It's just taking that next step.
Sorry, DJ. We're not taking requests today.
Guys think we could turn this around?
Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. Talk about going from one end of the spectrum to the other. 1 week after taking on a rookie quarterback, the Panthers now prepare to face a seasoned vet.
Cousins, wide open pitch.
And contrary to what some experts thought, this old man can still sling it.
411-yard night for Kirk Cousins.
It's a big challenge, but it's also a big chance to get back on track.
That's what we're striving for, is to just continue to get our football right.
Bring on the Dirty Birds of the NFC South. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now.
With the second pick in the 2024 NFL Draft,
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
the Washington Commanders select Jaden Daniels.
A franchise puts it all on a rookie quarterback to turn things around.
Back to pass, middle of the field, and it's intercepted.
While the Carolina project is still processing, Washington's version is the league's newest star.
Back out of Daniels with the keep.
Now that new hot shot is the Panthers' problem. It's one they have to solve today.
The guy's been playing great football.
Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. All good horror stories deserve a sequel. The Panthers now have theirs.
We're going to go with Bryce, and so he's excited about it.
Oh yeah, Bryce was bested the first time around. But in the Mile High,
Young fires to the end zone. Touchdown.
the monster is back. And he's brought some new friends with him.
Yeah, I'm just excited to be back and compete.
It's time to rewrite this ending. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. Miles away from our nation's capital, there's another headline-stealing race happening in Charlotte.
Do we have a QB problem?
Here, foreign policy isn't the issue, it's pass accuracy.
Pocket clean, throws behind the receiver and picked.
Today, Bryce Young hits the campaign trail again. With the Saints marching out of step, it might be his last chance to win his job back from the injured incumbent Andy Dalton.
I'm excited for him to get out there and have another opportunity.
It's the moment of truth. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. It's safe to say Munich is ready for some football.
This is going to be a highly energized event.
That's in part because the Panthers are big in Germany. In fact, you could make the argument it's their second home.
Our black and blue is a very popular color scheme there.
Sorry, Big Blue. The black and blue is coming for you.
We're going to do everything in our power to keep pushing our football forward.
All right. It's time to give the people what they want. This Germany edition of Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. The bye week is finally here.
And you're off.
We were bracing for the worst,
Kicks it through.
but now, after 2 straight wins, optimism has returned for Carolina.
To finish it on special teams with the field goal, to win the game was huge.
We're not saying the Panthers are going to the Super Bowl, but now we can't help but look forward to what comes next.
We're just getting closer to a foundation we can build on.
So let's get the ball rolling. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. They are what Carolina yearns to be.
This is one of the toughest teams in National Football League history.
They are stars. They are winners. And oh yeah, now they're all so mad.
And it's intercepted. The Bills are going to hand the Chiefs loss number 1.
They're the 2-time champs, and they could be the Panthers' toughest test this season.
This is about the continued progress.
But as a wise man once said, to be the man, woo, you gotta beat him. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. Woo! The holidays are a perfect time to catch up. Today we'll do just that, with not one but 2 reunions. On one side, Carolina head coach Dave Canales faces the squad that put him on the map.
There's a bunch of good stuff coming out of Tampa. We know we have our work cut out for us this week.
While on the other, Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield returns to the place he used to call home.
I know if we control our own destiny and we take care of that, then good things can happen.
You're always home with us. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. Philly loves a good underdog story. They have Rocky, but Carolina has Bryce.
It's a touchdown, Panthers!
Just like Balboa, Young's been battered and bruised, but he's still here, ready for another round.
There's no finger pointing. We just got to execute. We got to find ways to get 7.
Today, he'll get one against one of the league's hottest teams. The Eagles have won 8 in a row. Will today be 9? Here comes our haymaker. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. The boys are back in town, and for a change, that might actually be a good thing for the Panthers.
It's the guys buying into what we're doing.
For the first time in years, Carolina's the favorite, which might mean a little of this.
Young outside, they score!
And some of that.
Right back to Hubbard, and this time he'll walk in for the touchdown.
This isn't our first rodeo, North Dollar Bills. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. What do the Panthers want for Christmas?
Touchdown!
At the top of the list has to be a win.
It's another turnover!
While multiple players could be held accountable on Canales' naughty list,
Cowboys over the Panthers.
'tis the season to forgive and forget.
We got to come back to the drawing board and look at what were the things that we can shore up.
And the Panthers have to forget last week,
Bunch of sacks, bunch of takeaways.
so they can ground the Cardinals' sleigh.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of the business.
It's the last home game of the season.
It's a big game.
Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now. They say first impressions are important, but what about last ones?
These guys know what kind of opportunities these are every game.
Today, as Carolina takes the field, they'll have one final chance to leave their mark.
It's going to take everything to try to have some success.
Unlike the Falcons, they're not playing for the postseason, but something more than pride might also be on the line.
Caught over the shoulder by Thielen.
So how will these Panthers be remembered? Well, that could come down to today.
The discipline is the focus, can we capture it?
It's the Panthers and Falcons. Black and Blue Kickoff Live starts now.